It's showtime, my friend. How nice. Come on in. It's so good to see you again. Got stories to share. Heck, I'm virtually there. It's showtime, my friend. It's showtime, my friend, with a tear or a grin. We're chomping the bit to begin. Wear sweatpants or slacks, we'll break out the snacks. It's showtime, my friend. Oh, if you have to go, I want you to know it's easy to sign right back in. Your connection too slow? I hope you don't miss the show. And it's showtime, my friend. It's time to prepare for our online affair. I do hope you'll stay till the end. I've tuned up my axe, sit back and relax. No matter how your day has been, we'll make you smile, make it all worth your while. It's showtime, it's starting in no time. It's showtime, my friend. Oh, welcome back, everybody. It looks like everything's working. I can see your comments in the comment area. And my audio, I think, is coming through. You guys can let me know. But I'm pretty sure it is. Anyway, yeah, Dave, you got here about quarter till, man. You were really, that's quite devoted. That's very nice of you. Mom got here just shortly after that, and Kim and Mark made it in about 5 till, and Bud, Brett, and Jeannie about 5 till, about 4 till, and Joan, I think you logged on just about the time I was coming online, and Susan is here. Hello, Susan, and Jack and Barb. All right, well, let's see what so. Good audio. Oh yes, thank you for letting me know that, Kim. It's much refreshing to know that's what's happening. Well, again, this is a week where I'm bringing back things that I haven't done for 6 months, and it's at least 6 months, is what it said. But there's one of them that showed up on the list here, and I went, I'm pretty sure I did that just about 2 months ago, so I'm not going to do that. Well, I want to do one by the Beatles, which most of you will recognize, and it's called I Saw Her Standing There. And let me see if I can get the right beat going here. I think this is the Ringo. Hit it, boy. See if I can get it. Well, she was just 17, and you know what I mean. And the way she looked was way beyond compare. Oh, how could I dance with another? Oh, since I saw her standing there. Well, she looked at me, and I could see that before too long I'd fall in love with her. Well, she wouldn't dance with another. Oh, when I saw her standing there. Well, my heart went boom when I crossed that room, and I held her hand in mine. Held each other tight, and before too long I fell in love with her. I'll never dance with another. Oh, when I saw her standing there. Well, my heart went boom when I crossed that room, and I held before too long. I fell in love with her. Now I never dance with another. Oh, when I saw her standing there. Oh, since I saw her standing there. Oh, since I saw her standing there. Oh, and I didn't say, oops, didn't click that off. Did I say hi to Mom? Mom was there before the show started. And then Kathy and Bill Amundsen got there. Yeah, sometimes you guys have some other events, and you made it at the beginning this time. Well, let's see what is next on the menu here. That was one. I'm going to skip that one. Oh, this one. This one is by the Beach Boys, and I'm doing this one because Brian Wilson passed away just the other day, and so we lost, another one of those musically talented people that gave us so much. Well, this is a song called "Don't Worry, Baby." One interesting thing about Brian Wilson. Brian did not write the words to most of the songs. In fact, I don't know if he wrote the words to any of them. He might have written the words to "In My Room," but I'm not even sure about that. But now on this one, there are a lot of songwriters involved in this one. It says Brian Wilson, Henry Medress, don't know who that is, Jay Siegel, do you know who that is? Never heard of him. He's not one of the Beach Boys. Mitchell Margot, Philip Margot, and Roger Christian. Where did all these people come from? And it's only to write a song with 3 verses about racing a car. Well, there's one thing that's interesting. It's not real clear until you get about 3 or 4 lines into the song that you realize it's about a car. I'm not sure that's great songwriting. You got maybe too many cooks spoil the soup, but it's still a cool melody, and the recording. I don't get all the Beach Boy voices on the background on this one, but it's still pretty cool. Here it is. Don't Worry, Baby. Got pretty good voices. Well, it's been building up inside of me for I don't know how long. I don't know why, but I keep thinking something's bound to go wrong. But she looks in my eyes and makes me realize when she says, don't worry, baby, everything will turn out all right. Don't worry, baby. I guess I should have kept my mouth shut when I started to brag about my car. But I can't back down now because I push the other guys too far. She makes me come alive and makes me wanna drive when she says yes. Don't worry, baby, everything will turn out all right. Don't worry, baby. Don't worry, baby. She told me, baby, when you race today, just take my love along with you. And if you knew how much I love you, baby, nothing could go wrong with you. Oh, what she does to me when she makes love to me and she says, don't worry, baby, everything will turn out all right. Don't worry, baby, everything will turn out all right. Don't worry, baby. Everything will turn out all right. Don't worry, baby. Don't worry, baby. Beach Boys, Brian Wilson. He left us this last week. Oh, my. Lose so many people. Well, here's a song that I haven't done for quite a while. It's a song not written by me, but I knew Steve McClintock and Tim James, a couple of fellows from Orange County, California, south of Los Angeles, and Kay Parker. Well, I think it's K. She spelled it K-A Parker, K.A. Parker. I don't believe her first name was Kay. It might have been Catherine. Anyway, she wrote the lyrics, and Steve and Tim wrote the music. It's a song called "Never Gonna Let You Go." It has like a rock background to it, and the guys that worked in their studio, a regular group of musicians that they worked with, on a lot of pieces, did the tracks here for it. And terrific musicians, these guys. Anyway, here we is. Let's go for it. Never Gonna Let You Go. Boom. Now. So you're walking out the door. I know you're leaving. Seems like such a shame. Still you're doing what you have to do. And I don't have the strength in me to ask you to explain. And I'm never gonna let you go, but I'm never gonna let you know. There's no need in being twice a fool. I'm never gonna let you go, but I'm never gonna let you know that I'll always be loving you. I'm not asking you to stay, that I would never do. You gotta work this out alone. So just go ahead and turn away, 'cause I know it's hard for you. That's what keeps me hanging on. And I'm never gonna let you go, but I'm never gonna let you know there's no need in being twice a fool. I'm never gonna let you go, but I'm never gonna let you know that I'll always be loving you. And I guess we both knew this was coming from the day we met, and our love was filled with sadness from the start. Maybe time and tears will mend this broken heart. You go, but I'm never gonna let you know there's no need in being twice a fool. But I'm never gonna let you go, but I'm never gonna let you know that I'll always be loving. I'm never gonna let you go. There's no need in being twice a fool. I'm never gonna let you go, but I'm never gonna let you know that I'll always be loving. I'm never gonna let you go. There's no need in being twice a fool. I'm never gonna let you go. I'm never gonna let you know that I'll always be. Yeah, that's one that's sort of a 1980s type sound, isn't it? Especially with that synthesizer in the background with that really rich a string sound going on. And boy, anyway, I really liked that song when I aired it way back then, and I ought to bring it out more often. I don't know. Like it. Hey, I see we have someone here whose name I cannot pronounce. How about that? It's amazing. Well done. Thank you. And also, by the way, thanks to the rest of you. Was she 17 too? Well, she was at the time, Dave Teeter. She was 17 at that time, and it was all okay, just so you know. All right. I want to do this thing for you here. This is a thing. I don't know. I might have done this more recently than 6 months, but there's a little slightly adult material in here, but it's not too bad. There are not really any cuss words or anything, but it's adult understanding. Let's put it there. Well, anyway, this is written by Shel Silverstein. I'm going to do another piece by him, a couple more down here. This is called, as I said, "The Man Who's Got No Sign," and I'm going to put on a little reverb for this and read it kind of in his voice. He has kind of a growly voice, and but what a writer. Anyway, here it is. There was Gemini Jim and Scorpio Sal. They was living by the Golden Gate, freezing their nose and wearing leather clothes and dealing every way but straight. They had a Leo dog and a Capricorn cat, and everything was going fine till into their life on a starless night came the man who got no sign. Now look out, mama. He's heading this way. One eye yeller and the other one gray. Looking for a soul, but he won't get mine. He's the man who got no sign. Well, he blew right in, sat right down, and rolled himself a righteous smoke. He lit his roach with a lightning bolt and took a toke and spoke. Said he was born in an astrological warp when the moon refused to shine on the cusp of nowhere, and nevermore is the man who got no sign. Then he told a story of his endless search to find his missing part. And Sal, she sits and smiles at him and tries to do his chart. Till Pisces Ben, who was Jim's best friend, said, "Man, you must be blind. Your chick, she's lost, 'cause her star is crossed with a man who got no sign." Then late that night, 2 shots rang out from Jim's old 32. He caught the stranger and Scorpio Sal doing what they shouldn't do. When we got to the shed, there was Jim by the bed with Scorpio Sal lay dying. But a blood-red stain is all that remained of the man who got no sign. Well, the arrest was made by Sheriff Slade, an Aquarius through and through, and the jailer was a Sagittarius, and she beat Jim black and blue. Then they dragged him up the courthouse steps. They said, "Jim, how do you plead?" He said, "Man, the moon's in Virgo, so the blame don't fall on me." The jury all was Libras, so you know that they was more than fair. But his lawyer was an Aries, and an Aries just don't care. Well, the judge, he was a Cancer, and Cancers have no friends. But the hangman was a Taurus, and that's where Jim's story ends. But late at night, when the stars are right and the moon is gray and dim, 2 ghostly figures roll around on the grave of Gemini Jim. One is the ghost of Scorpio Sal, as she moans and shrieks and grinds in the endless fun that she's getting from the man who got no sign. Man, that is a brilliant piece. So many things that Shel Silverstein wrote were just wonderful. He wrote on the cover of the Rolling Stone, very popular one. Also, how about A Boy Named Sue? I mean, come on. No. Johnny Cash did not write that. Shel Silverstein wrote that. He wrote so many cool things. We're going to do another one of his in a few minutes here. But somebody asked me recently, no, it was about actually recently, a couple of years ago. That's pretty recent. They said, can you do some happy songs? How about Zippity Doo-Dah? And I went, well, yeah, I guess I could get that. Now, Zippity Doo-Dah is a song composed by Ali Rubel. Now, these are people you wouldn't necessarily know, but I like to say their names because we don't know enough about the people who write songs. So, Ali Rubel, and I'm not even sure if it's a woman or a man, with lyrics by Ray Gilbert for the Disney film 1946 live action and animated mixed together, the movie Song of the South, and it was sung by James Baskett, who played Uncle Remus, the guy that was in the movie. He sang it, of course. Zippity Doo-Dah won the Academy Award for Best Original Song. Isn't that interesting? According to Disney historian Jim Korkis, the word or phrase Zippity Doo-Dah was invented by Walt Disney himself, who had a fondness for these type of nonsense words. Supercalifragilistic. He must have gone crazy when they came up with that one, huh? Supercalifragilistic. Oh, he's in heaven. Yeah. So let's see what we have here. It's a really short song too, by the way. Here, this is interesting. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. A plenty of sunshine heading my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder. It's the truth, it's actual. Everything is satisfactual. He had to love that too. A zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day. Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder. It's the truth, it's actual. Everything is satisfactual. Zippity-doo-dah, a zippity-yay. A wonderful feeling, wonderful day. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine heading my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity. Not much to it, a short song. And I want to mention something about short songs. Went to Disneyland many years ago, back in the 90s, I'm pretty sure it was, and went to the exhibit called A Wonderful World. No, Small World. Small World after all. It's a small world. Now, I shouldn't even have started that because it'll get stuck in your head. That song, well, if you've ever been to one of the Disney things, you'll know. To get into any ride, you go up and down and back and forth for about an hour to get in. Well, to hear that song for an hour was torturous for somebody like me. I couldn't make it stop, and there'd be other ride stuff. You couldn't hear anything. All you heard was it's a small world after all. It's a small. And then they do it in different languages. Oh my God, every language, and it was just the same melody over and over. Okay. Let's move away from that before it gets stuck in your head. Hey, Joe Dunwoody made it again. Joe has had some issues with email. Some of you may have run into this yourselves, too. You get so much email that it clogs up your email burst, and you can't even accept any new emails, and you have to go deleting them. But the way a lot of these email programs, you can only delete 10 at a time. Well, by the time they start locking you out. You have like 1,000, 5,000 emails, and you're trying to delete them 10 at a time. Oh, and nobody ever think about this? Okay, let's move on. Okay, here's another one by Shel Silverstein, and it was actually performed by Bobby Bare. It's a song called 10, and it came out about the time of that movie 10. Do you remember? You guys remember when guys were grading women from 1 to 10? Well, this one is so good because Shel is a man who really understood and appreciated women, and he also gave them a quarter. That means gave them a full share, let's put it that way. And you'll see what I mean. This song sounds really macho, and all that good stuff. And then it turns around and, well, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's been 6 months. Some of you will remember this one from having done it before. All right, let's see if I can get it going here. Here we go. Yep. I was sitting in Fridays sucking on a glass of wine when in walks a chick who almost struck me blind. She had wet blue eyes and her legs were long and fine. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give her a 9. Now on my scale, there ain't no 10s, you know. 9 is about as far as any chick can go. So I flashed her a smile, but she didn't even look at me. For brains and good judgment, I'll give her a 3. I said, hey, sweet thing, you look like a possible 8. You and me could make 18 if your head's on straight. But she looked up and down my perfect frame and said these words that burned into my perfect brain. She said, well, another one of those macho-matician men who grade all women on a scale of 1 to 10. Now, you give me an 8. That's a generous thing to do. Now, let's just see how much I give to you. She said, you coming on to me with that phony numbers jive. Your style makes me smile. I'd give it a 5. When you walked up, I noticed that suit of yours. It's last year's double knit frayed cuffs. I give it a 4. Well, that must be your car parked out on the curb. That '69 homemade convertible, a 3 1/3. Now, as for your build, I guess you're at least a 5. Except for your pot belly, I'd give it a 10 for size. Well, that wine you're drinking might be just fine for you, but I'm used to fine champagne. I'll give your wine a 2. Well, it's hard to tell what your flashing smile is worth. I'd give it a 6. It could use some dental work. But it's your strutting rooster act that really makes me laugh. It may be a 10 for these country hands, but to me it's a 3 1/2. And there really ain't much to add once the subtracting's done. Since there ain't no zeros, I have to give you one. Well, she walked out while up and down the line. The whole bar was laughing, said, John, what happened to your 9? Our 9, I says, hey, soon as she started to talk, I knew she didn't have no class. I barely gave her a 2. Yeah, no matter how good they look at first, there's flaws in all of them. That's why on a scale of 1 to 10, friend, there ain't no 10. Is that clever or what? I'm telling you, the guy had it, didn't he? I mean, is that about as fair an explanation and a gotcha to a guy who deserved to be got? All right. Well, I can't quite figure how come this one came up on the list here. I'm hoping that it's in the right key for me. Let's see, an E flat, an F with an E flat with an F on the bass. Okay, I'm gonna try it. If it doesn't work, we'll stop. You know what? I'm just having a little fun here. It's a song I wrote. It's called Half the World, but I've had many versions of this song. Oh, you know what? It doesn't even have, no, can't do it. It doesn't even have the track for me. So no, I'm not gonna be doing that. How about another one here that, well, it says that I haven't done this in a long time. I can't hardly imagine that the last time I did this was 6 months ago. Anyway, it's kind of a sorrowful song, and as I like to say, I like to use my imagination when I'm writing a song. So, meaning that I imagine things that never happened to me. Sometimes people think, well, is that all about you? Well, you know, it might be things that I've observed in the world. It might be something that sort of happened to me on the edge, and very rarely do I write it absolutely this is my story. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but anyway, this is a song called It's Just Begun, and it's about a guy who's awful sad about things and getting to feel really sorry for himself. So you just have to take that as it is from this character. Outside, somewhere it's dawning, but it's not like that in here. And here it's night approaching, I can't stay on with her. There's a cold wind in here blowing, and a voice says she ain't the one. And the willow tree keeps weeping, it's just begun. Well, the sun creeps through the window. I see her sleeping face. She's so unlike the others, but this still ain't the place. There's a cold wind in here blowing, and a voice says she ain't the one. The willow tree keeps weeping, and I know it's just begun. So pat me on the back now and tell me it's okay. Tell me that I'll find a love, and I'll find her any day. But the world, it works in balances. There's night because there's day. And the people that are happy can be happy because of me. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 La, da, da, da. Dee, doo, 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 doo. It's just begun. Quietly, I tie up my shoelace. My eyes blink twice and she's still. I fail now with another, and I guess I always will. There's a cold wind in me blowing, and a voice said there'll never be one. And the willow sees me weeping, and I know it's just begun. So I think of that guy's kind of a sad saying, oh, it's just begun. It's never going to work out. Well, you know, for some people it doesn't. That's probably not a surprise, I suppose. Where are we here now? I'm looking ahead. Let's do this as a Beatles one here. Yeah, I think this tries my voice pretty hard, too. And I'm hard to believe that this has been 6 months at least. Yeah, I got to get way up in the... Okay, here it goes. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Nobody ever loved me like she does. Yeah, she does. And if somebody ever loved me like she do me, yes, she does. Ha! Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. From the first time that you really done me. Ooh, I think I'm thinking of another part of the song. Yeah. From the first time that she really done me. That's right. Ooh, she done me. Dave, you know this part. Done me good. I guess nobody ever really done me. Ooh, she done me good. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Here's the part that I was trying. I'm in love for the first time. Don't you know it's gonna last? It's a love that lasts forever. It's a love that has no past. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. That's actually a John Lennon song. I can hear his voice in my head. And he was, kind of talking about Yoko. Don't let me down. And boy, one of the things a lot of the guys did was they would take a song that they wrote in one key and they'd push it way up high so that their voice was really, so that intensity, that, they wanted to get the most oomph out of it. And sometimes these people, they would sing it at the top of their voice until their voice was gone, and they'd have to actually record it on another day because they'd already blown it out. Well, if you listen to some of the songs by... it would be the Mamas and the Papas. Papa John Phillips was always in favor of making everybody's voice be really up there as close to the top as you could get it. And you can hear it in my voice. I was breaking part of the time, it's interesting how, trying to follow the rules of what these other people did down through the years. Oh, let's see what I have. I have a fun song here by a group called the Silhouettes. And I think I did like a 50s show a while back, and apparently I didn't do this one on there, or my record keeping is incorrect. So let's see. This is called Get a Job by the Silhouettes, and I think it's actually pretty clever. Here we go. And by the way, when I did these, I used to play in a band called Wetzel's Edsels, and we did 50s songs. And this was way back, like 50 years ago. 50 years ago, we were doing music from the 50s in the 70s. 50 years ago then, which was 20 years ago then, so it's like 70 years ago music here. And I always like this one, but I also enjoy being able to stack up the harmonies. So you're going to hear all these voices singing different parts, and I'll be singing one of them. But here it is, the Silhouettes. Well, me actually doing Get a Job. Let's see, get my dip. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dip. Mom, get a job. Sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na. Get a job. Sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na. Get a job. Sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na. Get a job. Dip. Mom, get a job. Well, in the morning and the day, said to get a job. Well, after breakfast every day, she saw the one as Edmund Way, and she never failed to say, get a job. I get a job. I get a job. I get a job. Dip. Mama, get a job. And when I get the paper, I read it through and through. And my girl, she never fails to see if there is any work for me. I better go back to the house there, and woman's mind and mouth, preaching and crying, tell me that I'm lying about a job that I never could find. I get a job. I get a job. I get a job. Mama, get a job. When I get the paper, I read it through and through. And my girl, she never fails to see if there is any work for me. And when I go back to the house, I hear that woman's mouth preaching and a crying, tell me that I'm lying about a job that I never could find. Sha-na-na, sha-na-na, get a job. I get a job. I get a job. Dip. Mama, get a job. I get a job. I get a job. I get a job. I get a job. Yip, 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 ma, 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 ma. And that's, by the way, where the group Sha Na Na got their name, from this song, Sha Na Na. They were the 50s group that our group was sort of emulating at that time. Oh, here is a song. I'm scrolling a little bit here. No, I don't want to do that. Let's do this one. This is a song that was written, and again, this is 6 months, really? Okay. This song was written by James Griffin, and you're going, who the heck is that? You ever hear of a guy named David Gates? No, not the same guy. David Gates and James Griffin were in a band together called Bread. Well, it seemed like what the idea behind the group Bread was that you get 4 really good songwriters together, put them all in the same group, and make a band out of it. And then you're guaranteed to have lots of hit songs. Well, you think of people like the Monkees. Well, they had a whole bunch of songwriters writing songs for them. And that's, they were sort of an artificial group. Well, the idea is how do we get stuff out there that we can sell records for record companies? So this was their idea. Well, James Griffin and 2 other guys that were in the group Bread, I can't say their names right now, their songs didn't take off like David Gates's did. And man, must have been a killer for these guys. They're all thinking, this is my big chance. And then they watch over there and this other guy all of his songs are the ones that they want. They don't want my songs, I mean, he wrote some of the songs that he did. Certainly we understand that is David Gates. But this song is pretty darn cool too. It's called Today's the First Day. Again, I want to say it. I plucked this out of one of their albums, and I think it's a great song. Today's the First Day by James Griffin. Empty nights, endless days. Sometimes love turns out that way. Yes, I know. Went too fast, but you can't keep living your life in the past. Today's the first day of the rest of your life. It's up to you to make the best of your life. Lift up your eyes, it's another day. She was there, she was gone. You don't know how you'll get along. I've been there, I recall. It's better lost than never to have loved at all. Today's the first day of the rest of your life. It's up to you to make the best of your life. Lift up your eyes, it's another day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, you know you've been in love before. You've been around and you know the score. But when those tears fill your eyes, then sometimes they can blind you. So my friend, you must know, love will come and love may go. When it's gone, don't despair. Everyone has someone else waiting out there. Today's the first day of the rest of your life. It's up to you to make the best of your life. Today's the first day of the rest of your life. Pick up your eyes. It's the rest of your life. Today's the first day of the rest of your life. It's the rest of your life. Today's the first day of the rest of your life. It's up to you to make the best of your life. Today's the first day of the rest of your life. It's up to you to make. Like that there. Is the song still going? No, okay. The song keeps repeating and repeating and repeating, like they did a lot of those songs that would, run on for 2 or 3 minutes with the same chorus over and over and over again. All right, let's see where we are. We don't have much time left here. I'm going to try to do this one. I usually like to run through these beforehand, but I had some some different computer problems before we started. Let's put it that way. Thank you, Kim. And also thanks, Susan, for mentioning about my telling the stories. I hope they don't get too tiring, especially when I repeat the story. But So this is a song by The Who, and we will see how it works on my voice. By the way, there are 2 songs that have been mentioned down through the years. Hey, I'm going to try a beat on this. I might not be able to play with it, but we'll see. The song is by The Who. It's called Won't Get Fooled Again, if I didn't say that already. 2 songs have been named as having, there were probably other ones, but 2 of them that I remember that have been saying the best scream, in rock and roll. This is one of the songs. Another one was the one by Robert Plant in Led Zeppelin in A Whole Lot of Love. And, it gets this long scream. Well, if you will listen carefully to people, listen to them in a stereo headphones, you will discover that both of those recordings have the scream double tracked, meaning the guy screamed once and then he screamed a second time, and they put the 2 together and put it out as if it were one scream. Wow. In my opinion, that is not the best scream if it's the best 2 screams, if you want to argue it that way. But anyway, so all of that being said here, let's see. I'm going to try the drum beat. I just don't know how that's going to work with this, but we'll see. Maybe it'll work. It certainly is nothing like what Keith Moon used to play on the drums. Boy, he was all over the place. All right. With our children at our feet, and the moral of the worship will be gone. The men who spurred us on sit in judgment of our wrong. They decide, and the shotgun sings a song. I tip my hat to the new Constitution, take a bow for the new revolution, smile and grin at the change all around me, pick up my guitar and play just like yesterday, and I get on my knees and pray. We don't get fooled again. Change it had to come. We knew it all along. We were liberated from the foe, that's all. And the world looks just the same, 'cause history ain't changed, 'cause the manners they're all flown in the last war. tip my hat to the new Constitution. Take a bow for the new revolution. Smile and grin at the change all around. Pick up my guitar and play just like yesterday. And I get on my knees and pray we don't get fooled again. And my family aside, if we happen to be left half alive, well, I'll take off my scout and I'll drive this file. Well, I think never hypnotize and never lie. No, do ya? There's nothing in the streets look different to me, and the slogans are replaced by the by, and a parting on the left is now a parting on the right, and the beards have all grown longer overnight. I tip my hat to the new Constitution, smile and grin at the new revolution. Take a bow for the fans all around me. Pick up my guitar and play just like yesterday. And I get on my knees and pray we don't get fooled again. Don't get fooled again. Well, there are actually two screams in this song, two sets of two screams. I just left out the other one. Meet the new boss, same as the old boss. You know the song? This guy was in his early 20s when he wrote this song, and he recognized that pattern. It's like every revolution, oh, we're going to change everything, and then come back and it's all the same. And the one thing in the last verse, I know it's you guys are about ready to leave here, but I want to say there's one last thing. Is he says, I got to find it now, self. That's not the one. Here we go. There's nothing in the streets looks any different to me, and the slogans are replaced by the by. Same new slogans, but the same stuff. And it says a parting on the left is now a parting on the right. I think that's incorrect when I found it on the web. I think it's a party on the left is now the party on the right. Same, they just call it by a different, I know. Do you know that the Republican Party is the party of Abraham Lincoln? It's hard to imagine based on what it became today. Abraham Lincoln would disown himself from it. I'm just telling you. All right, enough of that stuff. Thanks for coming out today. Thanks for letting me get my little bit of politics in there, even though I don't like anything to do with politics these days. Thanks so much for being here, you guys. I know some of you had to leave. That's cool. We'll see you next time. All right. Take care. Oh, wait, I gotta bring out my little thing at the end of the show. I always play this little thing where where this music plays in the background while I'm fading out from the world here. Gosh, I forgot my own stuff here. Woo! Especially the Who. Yeah, I could have even done a little bit better. I had a little trouble with my drum machine for one thing, and hit a couple of chords that I wanted to do differently. But I like that song so much, I don't care. Hey, all right, you guys. See you next time. Thanks so much. Woo! Something about the lights. I don't like this red here. Look at that. What is that? Where's that coming from? But Brett and Jeannie, I don't even think I even said hi to you guys. Thank you so much for showing up. Yes, I did say hi to you in the beginning. Yep. Woo! Oh my. I think I'm, I think I'm gonna fade away. Just fade away.